Hello, my fellow patriots. This is Alex again with another Disabled Vet's Perspective. Tonight we're doing a little bit differently. Normally I like to do the Sunday nightcap based on some activity that's gone on during the week that's made specific headlines. Tonight's little episode of the Sunday nightcap is a little different because on Friday I lost a young cousin of mine, a fellow brother in arms. He committed suicide. And we're going to miss him a lot, and I'm kind of upset that it happened, but I look around at all the veterans that are taking their lives every day, and I realize there's something more to it than just stepping out, and I believe that a lot of it has to do with the way society looks at the veterans. I mean, God forbid the poor guys that came back from Vietnam, I mean, getting spit on and being called baby killers and all of the like. I'm just amazed that so many of them were able to fight through and continue on, after all of that. But if you look at the way society in general treats the military, the government, they want to use the military to fight their little dirty wars, and it's all about money. Both sides get paid when somebody is in a conflict. The ones that take it in the shorts are the veterans. When you come out of a combat zone, you're pretty strung out. The world was pretty hectic for you for a lot of time, and a lot of things going on that really can shake a person to the core. And then you are basically told, okay, you're done, going back to your wife and kids out now and enjoy the rest of your life. There's no switch in place to turn these people off. I mean, I call these people, I'm one of them. You get trained and taught how to kill. You get conditioned to the point where you kill without remorse, regret, or thought. It's instinct. You do it because it's what you're trained to do. But what they don't do is they don't give you an off button. So whenever a veteran has gone through a traumatic experience, has to deal with going to the grocery store, it becomes a bit of an adventure. For example, when you're just doing something simple like getting ready to park the car, in your mind, you're thinking of all of the points where if you get into this point, you're not able to back out. You're not going to have an exit. You look at sniper positions. You're looking for your defensive positions. All these things go through your head. And it goes to training. It's built in. By the time you get out of the military, you are programmed to do these things. And again, there's no off button. There's no way to stop it. And if you look at the massive number of suicides of veterans all over the country, and then you look at the way they're treated, the media, you listen to the politicians, how they talk about the military, how the veterans are all crazy and that they're the biggest threat to the American people. They talk about when they come back from war, they're dangerous. Well, yeah, when you come back from war, you're pretty dangerous. But they don't offer any way to readjust the programming. So you're in a constant state of war in your mind the whole time. You look at the thing that frustrates me immensely is the fact that we have these people that are Democrats that are veterans, and that's sort of, to me, a little bit like an oxymoron. Because if you listen to how bad the veterans talk, or not the veterans, excuse me, you listen to the elected officials, how much and how bad they talk about the veterans, and then you hear them say, oh, I'm a Democrat and I'm a veteran. Well, that's not even logical because Democrats hate you. So it's like siding with the enemy and, aiding and abetting and all this crap. And the only thing I can think of is that the majority have to be officers. This is my guess. I don't know what I'm talking about, but they might have gone to college. They may have gotten indoctrinated into the programs that be. I don't know, but I just think it doesn't make any sense to me to be a Democrat and be in a party where they hate you, where you are the enemy, where you are the most dangerous being in the country, and you're going to be a Democrat and you're going to support that, and that's fascinating. That's really just stunning. But here's an example of how they treat veterans. I watched 2 movies today, one of those long Sundays. First movie I watched this, what is it, A Dog's Way Home. Really cute movie, actually, a nice movie, but 2 things I didn't like. One, Ashley Judd is supposed to be a veteran in this movie. That bitch doesn't like veterans. She doesn't like any patriotic American. So it's really blasphemy for her to be playing a veteran in a movie. And the second thing was, they showed, in the movie, she's supposed to be a veteran that's receiving help at the Veterans Administration, and her son is working at the administration, and they bring their dog in and apparently start a program for canine therapy. But you got to see the movie, because when they show this Veterans Center, everybody's smiling, everybody's just happy and just wandering around and everything's cool. Bullshit. Okay, go to a Veterans Center. Go look at it. The people look like they're about to pop. The people that are helping the veterans look like they're pissed to be there. It is not gumdrops and lollipops at a Veterans Center. It's wound up like a stick of dynamite, and it looks like it could blow at any time. And in the case with my cousin, really sucks. This young man went to the VA to get help at their psychiatric facility. He sat in there for 2.5 hours. Nobody said a word to him. Then, at the end of that 2.5 hours, they came in and told him, "We're sorry, we're not going to be able to get to you today. We overbooked." Well, they lost another one doing that. When a veteran tries to dial the 800 number for emergency help, when they're feeling down and things are going dark, they need to talk. They got to get somebody that will listen to them. So they call the Suicide Crisis Hotline. When they call that number, it rings a few times and then it answers. "Your call is very important to us. We are busy with other veterans at this time. But if you would leave your name and number and a message, we will return your call as soon as possible. Thank you, and God bless." After that phone is hung up, that veteran's gone. Boom! Nobody gives a shit. I don't care. They don't care. They didn't want to talk to me about it, so they're done. I'm done. You lose another one. So, this is my plea. And I don't want to make this a huge, long video. I kind of gave some people a heads up of what it was going to be about. It's a stinging subject. I have gone through the psychiatric care and the things like that, but I can't even talk to a shrink because some of the crap I did is still classified. So that again, that's another roadblock. Veterans that go through classified stuff have no option to talk to a shrink. No way to get situations relieved a little bit in their head. There's so many blocks that keep a veteran from getting help, and it's easier to just take the trigger and head on out. So I need you guys to do me a really big favor. If you know a veteran, I want you to get to know that veteran. Have them over for dinner. Spend some time talking to them. Listen for words of negativity. "Oh, people don't give a damn. I've tried to get help. They don't care." Listen to that stuff, because that is a plea for help. A veteran's got pride. We've got honor. We stand tall. We're not going to ask for help. So, when you get that sign, I want you to spend some time with them, talk to them. Try to get them into a program with other veterans that'll talk to them. Because if they're waiting to talk to the VA, they're waiting to pull the trigger. If we can get veteran groups, everybody that has a phone number, I wanted to start a program here in Florida where if somebody dialed that crisis hotline, that there would never be a message. If the crisis hotline went to a message, then it would immediately go to a cell phone of a veteran in that area. And that veteran, they don't have to be a shrink. They don't have to be anything. They just have to be able to bring this man back into the light, or this woman. I mean, both of them are suffering. So, in the few seconds it takes to answer that phone and say, "Yeah, buddy, I know you got some things going on. You're in a dark place right now. Well, let me come get you. We're gonna go out. We'll do something." That could save that life. You don't have to be a psychiatrist to do something like that. You have to get the veteran out of the environment that is causing them to think into the dark place. And that can save a life. So, if you know a veteran, spend some time with them. If they need a phone number, if you are a veteran, you know somebody else, give them your phone number. You say, "Look, man, you ever have a problem? You get your phone and you got this number right here. And you call me. I don't care what time it is, day or night. I'll get up in the morning, jump out of my boxers and into a pair of breeches at 3 in the morning. I'll come get you. We'll do something." That's the only way we're going to start saving veterans, because the VA doesn't give a shit. The government doesn't give a shit. They don't care about the veterans. It's been proven way too many times. We are a tool of war, and then when we come home, we are a liability to the government. So, veterans have to save veterans, and we can do it. Give them the phone number. Respond to them if they call for help. And let's try to do something to keep these veterans alive, because I'm one of the luckiest people in my heart that I know, because I've been in a dark place and I was able to come out. So, it's emotional. You got to think about it. So, I want you guys to do it for me. I want you to get to know a veteran, and I want to get you to work on a network system with phone numbers. Let's work together and save the veterans' lives, because we can do it. The government will not. And that's what I've got tonight for the Sunday nightcap. I know it was a little bit of a hard subject, but you're never going to hear it in the news. So it's up to us to get it out and start saving our fellow brothers and sisters in arms. We got to do something. And you know it. You know what I'm going to say. Stay in the fight.